G'day legends and welcome back to another episode of That Slot Car Guy News for a Thursday. We have got plenty to get through, so let's get stuck into news for a Thursday. So let's kick off the car news with TA71, and before we look at that, I have a TA71 in my hand. Now this is my R34. They did send me two prints around about a year ago. This is the newer version of one of their prints. I believe this is still the same version that they're doing. Very flexible and a lot easier to prep than the older stuff. But we're here to look at the updated pic on Instagram, the HOONIGAN. Oh my God, take a look at this engine bay. Again, high quality prints here. They've gone to the limit of even putting the twin turbos. I love this, I can't wait to see it. But Pendelslot has also listed some of their kits that are for sale through Pendelslot. There's plenty to choose from, and like I did say, there is a lot coming from them this year. So check them out. Now in regards to prep, if you do get stuck prepping them, reach out to them. They'll tell you the best way to prep them. It's as simple as standing back and spraying, but they'll give you the advice you need to get these done. So there you go, some kits by TA71. We've got the HOONIGAN Mustang fast approaching. I think that is a definite winner. So next up, Herrera and a stunning Porsche 911 RSR. Now I'm going to read, it is the Proton Competition number 93. Now I love what the social media team is doing here. Their pics are high quality, they look really good. And the Porsche's on that nice Daytona bank track at Herrera, which I will be visiting very, very, very soon. So there you go, another catalog car in the flesh. We did see this displayed at the German Toy Festival, but it is almost ready or might be available now. Check your local dealers. I might reach out to them, see if we can get some Porsche Carrera action on the channel. But there you go, one from Herrera to keep your eye on. I love it, huge fan of green, my favorite color. I think it's a winner. So next up, Polycar with a stunning Ferrari and an equally stunning box. Now I'm a huge fan of box art. I think you pay good money for these cars, so you might as well wrap them in some goodness. And this is the Ferrari 126 C12 by Polycar, sold in Q3. So if you want it, jump on it. If there's some pre-orders, I definitely would. And of course, it comes in a special box. I did mention at the start, it is stunning, but this is a special box and a new series by Polycar. So keep your eye on what else might be coming out. But I love how it looks. I love the box art. I think it's going to be a winner. Of course, it will be sold out. So if you can pre-order it, jump on your local, get it done. This is a winner by Polycar. So next up, FlySlot with a beautiful historic F1 car. We are talking a Hector Ford 308, driven by James Hunt, 1974 USA GP Watkins Glen. Stunning looking car. Fly has done historic F1 cars before. I'm a huge historic F1 fan and new F1 fan. And this one might be a must. Now, it is a very good looking car. There's a lot of parts on there that might not want to move, meaning if you crash it, there's going to be some stuff that's going to come off it. But any car that comes to my stable, I will be driving, and this might be a must for my stable. What's your thoughts? Would you get one? But it's good to see some historic F1 cars from FlySlot. So there you go, F1 FlySlot. So next up we have Scalextric or Super Slot in the European regions, and it's the 1964 Mustang from the James Bond movie Goldfinger. But what makes this extra special, there is a female figure occupying the driver's seat because this is representing the movie. Yes, she drove this car in the movie. Looks really cool. To me, I'm a big fan of movie cars. The Back to the Future cars are beautiful. This one I'm definitely on the fence. I'm considering it. I do like it. I do have a topless Mustang in my collection, but not from Scalextric. So I might be able to complete the set. So there you go, a movie car for the movie buffs, a Ford car for the Ford fans, and one for the ladies. I like seeing the lady figure in there, looks really good. So next up, my family from Spain, SRC with a beautiful four-wheel drive Lancia Delta. Now the photos and the videos doing the rounds are incredible. They've got a really good video on their Instagram and Facebook page. Check it out. Of course, I'll put a snippet up while I'm speaking. And it appears it's going to come in a nice collector style box. Over my shoulder, I have some of their recent ones, which are really, really worth their money. Weight in gold. The box themselves is really well done, and the cars are extraordinary. Like this one in my hand. Now, this is an older version of the original series Lancia Delta Martini, and the way you can tell from original and a chrono edition is this has got a fully detailed engine compartment model-like, and of course your figures are highly detailed with a little bit extra parts and pieces on the car. Now the chrono won't have that model-like engine compartment, and I believe the cockpit is flooded, so it's more race ready, a lot lighter on the weight than the original series. This appears to be original series, highly detailed. I highly recommend them. If you want them, I'm forever getting emails and texts saying, Trav, where can I get this car from now? Once they sell out, they sell out. They are a limited run because I do them in small batches. So to finish up the car news, we're going HO with AFX, and we've got the Camaro ZL1 1LE in shock yellow. We have seen this photo before on the channel. This is a fresh push by AFX on Instagram. They've put this picture up, so it must be getting close to release. So if you are a HO fan, AFX fan, Camaro fan, American Muscle fan, check in with your local seller to see when this is available. I think it looks pretty good. I'm a big fan of yellow. AFX is pretty cool. I'm a HO fan, so to me this might be a no-brainer. But there you go, one for the HO fans, AFX Camaro, you can't go wrong. So next up, what's happening in the world of slot cars, and we're going back to Australia, back to my backyard, Melbourne, Australia, and we have the Melbourne Slot Car Swap Meet, Sunday the 7th of May 2023. That's backed by the Aussie Scalatric Club, and now they are saying there's going to be some numbers there. So check out the poster if you are a Melburnian, if you are in Australia, please support this kind of stuff we need happening around the world, especially in my backyard of Melbourne, Australia, and in Australia itself. Now, of course, I'm here in Austria, so I won't be going. If you do have a camera, if you have a camera rolling, please take some footage, some photos. If you purchase anything from there, please email me. That can be found in my description of the channel and also each video, and I'd love to share that on the channel on some upcoming news segments. So there you go, Melburnians, get behind it. Australia, get behind it. The Melbourne Slot Car Swap Meet. So next up, the best in the business, slot mods, with some more slot goodness for us to drool over. This track is called the Snowbanks track, and you can see why, there's snow all over it. And of course, we all wish we had a slot mods track in our collection, but it's good that they're showing us some behind the scenes footage. The track's in action, really cool to see. But I think we should get a petition going. Check this out. This is the Porsche Slot Mods prototype. Now, if they haven't already got a slot car named after them, they should already. This is the car I think they would like made. Should we push for this to get done? Should a manufacturer pick this car up and do a special run? I think so. What's your thoughts? I'll be definitely a purchaser of one of these. I'd love to have a Slot Mods branded car on my track and in my collection. So let's get it started. Let's start a petition. Should we get this car made? So there you go, some slot car goodness by the best in the business, Slot Mods. So before we wrap up the news, some show and tell. I want to put a little bit of a segment in here for you at home to show off some of your gold, some of your goodness. And I couldn't go past Brent from Australia's Holden VC Commodore HO slot car. Yes, this one's for the Aussies. The rest of the world will be like, huh? Why is this so cool? Well, it's a Holden, it's a VC, it's a Commodore, and it looks incredible. So Brent, if you are selling these, please sell me one. I think it looks really cool. It's good to see some Aussie flavor on the HO track. So there you go, one from Australia, and I will try and do some more show and tell on each segment of the news. So that's a wrap on today's episode of the news. I hope you did enjoy it. If this is the kind of content you like, please consider subscribing. It really does help the channel. I have some amazing news to talk about in May. Very exciting for the channel. Yes, not far now. I cannot wait. And of course, the UK trip is coming up. My days are booked out. We've got some really cool stuff to show. So I think I'm gonna need some more batteries and some more cards. So I can't wait to meet up with Pete and go through the week with Pete. That's what we should call it, the week with Pete. But as always, at THATSLOTCARGUY on Instagram and YouTube. Please support all the other channels, jump behind them. The more content we create for this hobby, the better it is for all of us. So please support all the channels on YouTube. But be safe, take care, support your local. Ciao.